Hi, and welcome to Mug Life, the YouTube show that dares to ask the question, hey, let's see if we can find entertainment value in what's behind this cabinet. So let's go ahead and look inside and see what we're going to talk about today. Here's a mug. We're going to talk about the Blue Box Cafe in Elgin, Illinois. See, Blue Box Cafe. I'm going to talk about two of the people that I know from Blue Box Cafe. More specifically, there's Chris Mao and Rob Southfield. And I'm sure I got Rob's last name wrong. But Chris, I've known for a while now. He's part of the, I think he's the manager or owner, but I know him, and he's helped with the Chicago TARDIS charity auction. And Rob Southgate, that's his name. Sorry, Rob. Rob is in a lot of podcasts that I've been on in the past. And they're two really cool people. And the reason that I'm talking about them is right now I'm about 2 hours away from doing a Who meetup. And I need to give this very special message to the Doctor Who fans out there. First, this isn't the only Doctor Who related mug that I have, so expect more in the future. But secondly, some of you really need to have a reality check. One of the things I love about Rob and Chris is that they love Doctor Who. And it's apparent. I mean, obviously, they run an entire cafe based on an image. And how they managed to not get sued by the BBC is beyond me, but that's a whole other point. Leading up to the whole coronavirus issue, I had been dealing with members who would decide to declare how they thought that current Doctor Who is really it's lost its way in a way that kind of shuts down any other discussion. I've had a couple of people decide to basically complain because I take this too seriously. And here's the deal. First, there's plenty of Doctor Who to go around. You know, we've got Big Finish, we've got found episodes, we've got animated reconstructions. I don't think I'm being a gatekeeper when I say, hey, look, it's not about leaving you out. You know, there's plenty to go around. And here's my theory, and I've noticed this in working with all sorts of fans. We don't own Doctor Who. We own our feelings about it, we own our reactions to it, we own how it makes us feel, but we don't own it. And we sometimes forget that any franchise, whether it be Doctor Who, Star Trek, you name it, they're going to make creative decisions that we don't like. And that there's no big contest to prove that, yes, we're the best fan. You don't get to, for example, I had a guy who was kind of a creeper, and he was creeping on me especially, making rude comments, wouldn't give me personal space. I had confronted him about it, and then a year and a half later, just a few months ago, basically chews me out about being petty and angry, and why don't I give up doing the meetup if it makes me unhappy, but not to him. And I wouldn't trust this dude to boil water, if I have to be honest. But what it leads back to is this. Doctor Who should bring you joy. If being a fan means that if it's too hard for you to like current Doctor Who, that's fine. Back away. But you don't get to be a fan at other fans' expense. And one of the things I love about Chris and Rob is that they remind me that fandom is something that's best shared. I mean, let's face it. I've been on it. I think it's cool that I know people who are willing to talk about Doctor Who in public on panels with me. And yes, they're all quite impressive people. In fact, one of them, I even have a mug that they gave me. Look through the archives. You'll know who I'm talking about. But I sometimes think that right now we're looking for comfort. And maybe if we take one of the greatest lessons from Doctor Who, which is about treating people with respect and being kind and being willing to accept people as who and what they are. Well, who they are. My bad. I think we'll all be better for it. So that's kind of that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, do all that YouTube jazz. And then if you want to support me, I'll put the Ko-Fi and Patreon links or my Amazon page in the show notes. Thanks, and talk to you later.